Hello everyone, and to our Filipino friends in the Philippine islands of Luzon, Mindanao and the Visayas, and all across the globe. Kumusta mga kaibigan? Kumusta mga amigo o amiga? And to our Spanish-speaking friends, hola amigos y amigas. To our Muslim brothers and sisters, assalamualaikum, ni hao ma, namaste, bonjour, konnichiwa, privet, hello, ciao, and annyeonghaseyo, and that's to our Chinese, Indian, French, Japanese, Russian, German, Italian, and Korean friends around. My name is Victor, and once again, welcome to English Made Easy. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great myself, in case you're wondering. The primary objective of our channel is to help our non-native English speakers learn English speaking and become more familiar with the English language with the use of our fun and simple methodology. We are pretty much a new channel, and in this video, we will delve into part 2 of our basic grammar lesson with a subject-verb agreement in a sentence. A good grammar in your sentence, whether spoken or written, makes you look and sound more professional, and that's in my honest opinion. We have made a few videos on the subjects of English grammar and proper pronunciation of some difficult words, so please don't forget to check them all out as well as explore our channel. What are the basic fundamentals of subject-verb agreement? What is a singular subject in a sentence? What is a plural subject in a sentence? What are the different persons of subject? What are the different verb tenses? What verbs should agree with when you have more than one subject joined with or, nor, either or neither? Will you use singular or plural verb with indefinite nouns such as all, any, none, and some? Would titles of work, company names, and gerund phrases use singular or plural verb? You could be asking these questions yourself. As your host, it is my desire to share with you what I know, and I am absolutely excited to help you learn basic grammar skills and be more familiar with subject-verb agreement in a sentence. I hope you will enjoy watching until the end of this video and find out for yourself what the answers are to these questions. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's examine subject-verb agreement. It's common knowledge that most native English speakers know the standard subject-verb combinations by ear. Examples of these combinations are he talks, not he talked, and she has, not she have. That should give you an idea now. Let's hammer down this idea further. The verb should agree with the subject or subjects in a sentence, and that is only one of the rules in the English language, except for some exceptions to the rule, which we will touch on later. If you don't trust your judgment or you find simple sentence formations confusing, just follow these simple rules and you will be ready to write flawless sentences in no time. In the present tense, verbs agree with their subjects in number, whether singular or plural, and in person, whether first, second, or third. The present tense ending in s or es is used on a subject if the subject is third person singular. Otherwise, the verb takes no ending at all or remains as is. Take a good look at the table here and pause this part if you have to. If the concept still confuses you, try answering the following questions to understand when to use the s or es form of a present tense verb. Is the verb subject he, she, it, or one? If it's a yes, then use the s form such as loves, forgives, or has. If it's a no, try answering this question. Is the subject a singular noun such as parent? If it's a yes, then use the S form. And if it's a no, try answering this question. Is the subject a singular indefinite noun such as anybody, anyone, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, neither, no one, someone, or something? If it's a yes, use the S form. And if it's a no, use the base form of the verb such as love, forgive, or have. Now, in order to understand the concept better, let's take another good look at this table here. There you have it. After learning the basic fundamentals of subject-verb agreement, read and understand these special rules, and after some practice, forming correct sentences will be as easy. Special rule number 1. Make the verb agree with its subject, not with a word in between. Take a look at this example here. Optimize production levels, cost-efficient economies of scale. And this is a correct sentence because the subject here is levels, not production. It's a piece of cake, isn't it? Special rule number 2. With subjects joined with or, nor, either, or neither, make the verb agree with its part of the subject nearer to the verb. Take a look at this example here. A driver's license or credit card is required. See, the term driver's license was not used in making the verb agree the sentence. Instead, it was a term credit card. Another example here is neither the lab assistant nor the students were able to download the needed information. And in this example, students is closest to the verb were, and so it's the one being agreed upon by the verb here. Special rule number 3. Treat most indefinite pronouns as singular. Let's take a look at the list of indefinite pronouns here in this table. I'll read each one of them. Anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, somebody, someone, and something. Now, let's take a look at these 2 examples of sentences using indefinite pronouns. Example number 1. Everybody who signed up for the snowboarding trip was taking lessons. The subject everybody is an indefinite pronoun and should be treated as a singular subject, and so the verb was, a past tense of is agreeing with its singular subject. Example number 2. Everyone on the team supports the coach. Now, the same rule applies to this sentence. The subject everyone is an indefinite pronoun, and so the singular verb supports is agreeing with it. Special rule number 4. A few indefinite nouns such as all, any, none, and some may be singular or plural depending on the noun or pronoun they refer to. Now, let's take a look at these 2 sentences here. Sentence number 1. Some of our luggage was lost. The subject some is an indefinite pronoun that refers to the noun luggage, which is a singular noun itself. So the verb was is the correct verb to use in this sentence. Sentence number 2. None of Roger's advice makes sense. The subject none is an indefinite noun here that refers to another singular noun, advice. The singular verb makes agrees with the singular subject in this sentence. Special rule number 5. Make the verb agree with its subject even when the subject follows the verb. Let's take a look at this example here. There were a doctor and a crew of 5 nurses on standby at the rally. The plural verb where agrees with the plural subject here that follows the verb. Special rule number 6. Words such as athletics, economics, measles, and news are usually singular despite their plural form. Let's take a look at this example here. Mathematics is amongst the most difficult courses in our programs. Now, mathematics here is a plural form which is treated as a singular, and so the verb is agreeing with it. Special rule number 7. Titles of works, company names, words mentioned as words, and gerund phrases are singular. Let's take a look at some of the examples here. Example number 1. Lost Cities describes the discoveries of many ancient civilizations. Now, Lost Cities here, which looks like a plural noun, is a name of a book and should be treated singular, and so the singular verb describes agrees with it. Sentence number 2. Super Grocers carries only wild-caught seafood and organic meats. Now, Super Grocers is a store or company name, and the same rule applies here. The singular verb carries agrees in this sentence. Now, let's take a look at the third and last example here. Getting up early is a good habit. Now, getting up early is a gerund phrase that should be treated a singular form, and so the verb is the correct verb to use here. Special rule number 8. Treat collective nouns such as team, audience, crowd, class, and family as singular unless the meaning is clearly plural. Now let's examine the part where it's treated singular. Collective nouns nearly always emphasize a group as a unit. Example number 1. The class respects the professor. The class here is taken as a collective noun, and so the singular verb respects is the correct verb to use. Example number 2. The Board of Trustees decides to hire more junior accountants. The same rule applies here. The board is a collective noun, and the singular verb decides is the appropriate verb to use. Now it's time to examine the plural part of this rule. Occasionally, a collective noun is treated as plural to draw attention to the individual members of the group. Example number 1. The class are debating amongst themselves. The class is a collective noun but is taken as a plural form, which can be a little confusing because of the modifier word themselves. To avoid this confusion, it's better to add the word members next to the noun class. A little tweak solves this difficulty. This is how the sentence goes. The class members are debating amongst themselves. Now try answering these exercises to measure how much you've learned. Underline the subject or compound subject and then identify the verb that agrees with it. Example: everyone in the company's sales department has or have tremendous sales growth this year. Now clearly, the answer here is has, and it is highlighted in white text. Let's read each one of the sentences here. Sentence number 1. Your friendship over the years and your support has or have meant a great deal to us. Sentence number 2. Richmond Community Center, the city's recreation center, offers or offer a wide variety of fitness programs. Sentence number 3. The main source of income for Davao is or are agriculture and tourism services. Sentence number 4. The chances of winning the tournament is or are big. Sentence number 5. There was or were a tarot card stuck to the dining table. And lastly, sentence number 6. Neither the pilot nor his flight crews was or were able to board the plane before the engine checks were done. Now, you can pause this slide and take a moment to analyze the questions and answer them based on the aforementioned rules. Now let's proceed to exercise number 2. Edit the following sentences to eliminate problems with subject-verb agreement and write the edited sentence. If a sentence is correct, write correct. Example, Jack's first days in the infantry was grueling. And this sentence is incorrect. The correct sentence is Jack's first days in the infantry were grueling. And at this juncture, I will read each one of the exercise sentences, and you can pause this slide and take a moment to analyze these questions and answer them based on the aforementioned rules. Sentence number 1. One of the main reasons for attrition are the fees received from massive recruitment efforts. Sentence number 2. Not until meeting with my financial advisor were financial possibilities opened to me. Sentence number 3. Davao mangoes, Langley apples, and Richmond grapes has made Shirley's fruitarian diet satiating. Sentence number 4. The board of directors, ignoring the wishes of investors, has voted to preserve the historical building. Sentence number 5. Colds is easily cured with homemade remedies. And lastly, sentence number 6. Nolly is the only one of the many applicants who has the skills for the job. And there you have it, folks. Well, I hope you've expanded your English grammar stock knowledge or refreshed your skills in it with this video. If you do, then that makes the two of us, because what I just shared with you has also made me recall my basic grammar skills I have learned years ago. And I also had so much fun while making this video. And as usual, before I wrap this up, let me give you my little reminder. Listen intently to better understand the other person. And when it's your turn to speak, make sure to relax, gather your thoughts, and aim to speak clearly to be understood. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash the subscribe, like, and share buttons, and give me some nice comments down below. Bye for now, and see you in my next video.